Hello guys, I hope you're okay. This is the model review of the JCB MIDI CX in 135 scale from Joal. Right, let's crack on. Right, it's a lovely. I would say now, first of all, straight in, so you guys know, we just get on with the review. It's going to be a bit of a special-ishy thing. You might think it's special, you might not. We'll find out. But there's going to be a special after this review on the same video. So, this model comes in a side shift, which I've got this in, which is England, English, UK, Europe specification. But they also do this model in a centre mount with stabilisers that fold down and fold up. Like got legs on, like for the American, Canadian, out there where they have just the centre mount. This machine falls in their landscaping, golf course, small construction sector. It falls in between the category of the 1CX and the 2CX. So it's got more capacity than the 1CX on the front loader, but it's also got the same capacity as the 2CX on the rear arm, because it uses the same arm as the 2CX. But this model is very scarce. I've been online today, been onto eBay, and there's only 2 of these models on there out of the whole. I think there was 800 and some odd Joal JCB models. There was only 2. One at £28.99, which has got £6. Sorry, off the top of it, £6.89 postage. Or if you go to 132 models, or I think it's 132.com, I think it is. But they're a scale model company that are on eBay, and they've got theirs on there for £38.99. Now I bought this machine, I got this for Christmas, I think about 3 years ago. I don't know how much it was paid for me, so obviously it's quite a bit. But it was, the thing behind this is, it's always been in the box. I've never taken it out of the box, only when I first got it. And when I first got it, the front bucket is meant to come off, but that rivet there above my finger, that one there, the bucket casting is broken, so the actual bucket comes away from the bottom of the thing. So when it was obviously made and they put the this brass rivet in, they must have cracked the casting of the bucket. So I've never taken the front bucket off. The front bucket is meant to come off, but obviously because that casting is broken, I've not done it because I don't want to break the bucket anymore. So this is just going to stay in the box, or I shall use it, but be very careful with it on if I do a stop motion with it, which I haven't quite made up my mind yet if I'm going to do it, but I think it's a nice model to do a review on. So I've tried sending the machine back to the people where my dad and stepmum got it from, but they were non-existent. It was literally a model that was on eBay, and it was the only one they had. They got rid of it. I've got it, so there was no way of me sending it back to them and getting one in replace. So I am sorry guys, 2 seconds. Sorry about that guys, right, I'm back. Where was I? Yeah, so I couldn't take it and get it replaced, so I've had to keep it as it is. So but yeah, it's a real, for the size of it, I mean it's a 132 scale size, so I mean it fits in the palm of my hand quite nicely. It's got a good steering angle on it, left and right, so you can get a good curve on it. It lifts to a good angle. The bucket, it doesn't tip to a very good angle though, that's as far as it will tip. The clam only opens to there, so it has got like a it's got like a 4-in-1 bucket, but that's just, oh, it's hard to tell. I'll do it on my arm. It's hard to tell. It only opens that far. So yeah, they're the only bad points. It does lift up very well. It goes down quite far, and it's got a good cutting angle, but it doesn't tip very good. The back hoe goes out. Oh, right. So that's the other thing I'll show you. The back arm actually detaches. It comes off the back. It's got like 2 little grub bits you put on the bottom, and then it just sits up and clips in. But it does come out very easy. And also the rear bucket also detaches, but because this is in 135 scale and not in 125 scale, none of the attachments for the mini digger fit onto the quick hitch. It's only this, and these are the only, unless you've got some sort of casting that you can make and get white metal and make your own digging buckets. That's the only bucket for it. You can't fit no other attachments on it. So yeah, I'm glad that I've got it, because it is obviously a rare machine. The inside is very good. It's very well detailed. It's got all the levers and everything in there. It's got the console control panel on one side that's got silver texture, and it's got the like the graphics of the dials and the rev counter and everything on there. The lights on the front, they are actually transfers. You've got cab lights, and you've also got side lights there with indicators on. It's got mirrors on it, and they're metal, the metal handrails, but they're plastic on them, if you get what I mean. It's weird to tell, but it's sort of, they're stuck on, so you have to be careful. Same as with the exhaust pipe. It's a plastic thing, so it wobbles about quite a bit, but it's also got a beacon on it, which I think is a good little sort of texture to it. Bucket. It's got graphics on the front of the radiator as well. It rolls really nicely. Now, personally for me, because of the way that mine is and the rarity that I've seen of these models, or this model should I say, and I've only ever seen 3 of the centre mount ones, but they were actually on eBay.com, which does the American stuff as well. I've not actually seen them on the and the only other place I've seen is actually on the JCB shop.com, where you can get this as well directly from the shop. But that was 45 quid, if I remember rightly, 45 or 46 pounds. So saying that, getting to what I was saying, the rarity of these models, I would say that it's definitely a model to get, because later on they're going to be worth quite a bit of money, because they're obviously, if we say they're worth in between 30 to 50 pound now, later on, say in 10-20 years time, you could easily double or maybe even triple that price for a decent machine in decent quality. I mean, I've already got one flaw on it, it's that bucket, but obviously unless you really do fiddle about with it, then you're gonna make it worse or whatever. I mean, if I could try and find a way of making that casting go back to where it should be and then paint it black, then I might try and do that later on. But I wouldn't say this is a model to get to play with all the time. It's nice just to get it out and have a little sort of display thing with it, or just do a little quick stop motion or something that might just do, you know, just to have as a collection model, really, I would say, for this. And I wouldn't say to get it for a child, well, I wouldn't say to get it below sort of the age of sort of like mid-teen, sort of 13 and upwards, really, because it's one of these models that I'd say is it's going to be a rare collector's item, and it's not really one to be played with. Hence the reason why I've kept mine in the box, and I've just brought it out now, and I brought it down here to do a review on it and to basically show you. But I would definitely say it is worth the money to get and to have. you know, because I mean, unless you work in landscaping, I mean, these are the sort of things that you have in graveyards for digging graveyards. I don't know if anybody knows or seen a Lewis. If you want to look it up on YouTube, it's called a Lewis Badger. If you look on that, if you put that into the search bar on YouTube, the Lewis Badger it's called. This is JCB's version of it. Lewis were a parent partner, I think, to Bobcat. So it's got the American sort of roots and that to it. I mean, when I worked on the council, we had a Lewis Badger up at our graveyards, up in where I was on the council in Folkestone, on Shepway District Council. We had a Lewis Badger up there, which used to go on to load all topsoil and bark chippings, and obviously the graveyard diggers used to use it for digging the graves. But this is that sort of size machine. It's sort of like an agricultural, landscaping, golf course, council, amenities, utilities type of machine for its size. But with having, like I say, the back bucket coming off, the front bucket coming off, and obviously as well having like the back arms, the back rear arm come away. You can also, if you go online as well, if you go onto YouTube and put in JCB MIDI CX, it'll show you they have on the back. You can have a 3-point linkage put on. It will drive gang mowers. It will tow a trailer. Caravan sites have them for towing the caravans around and moving them about. Like I say, you can have all sorts of 3-point linkage stuff on the back. I mean, look, you can take the bucket off and sit it there. It's got all the joysticks and everything on the actual back end. Like I say, I've got the side shift version, so the arm will slide across the back of the carriage. And like I say, the digging arm digs down. It will dig down quite a way. The rams are a bit stiff on this, so but yeah, it folds up nicely. So this is, like I say, so this is the model review of the Joal 135 scale JCB MIDI CX. So yeah, like I say, very much I would recommend it as a good model to get to have to a collection if you're like me, fanatical on JCB equipment, because it's, like I say, it's going to be a rare model. I think it's not there. I haven't seen many about. It's not a limited edition model. Don't get me wrong. It's not a limited edition model, so you don't get nothing special with it. But I don't think it's one that a lot of people will get. So if you do get it, keep the box in a good condition, which I have done, and keep the model in a good condition. So yeah, that's the review model of the JCB MIDI CX. Please comment and like. Right, now I'm going to get to the little special. Today I went to my friend's to get some bits out of the loft at his, and I picked up something that I forgot that I had up there. I've got batteries for it today, hence the reason why I've got this in my hand. It is a it's a remote controlled, and as we may be getting threatened down in the southeast with some snow this weekend and into next week, I thought we better get this. I forgot that I had it. It's a remote controlled version of the Volvo BL71 backhoe loader. It's in 1/16 size. It's in 1/16 scale, so it will work on, if you get the Britain's Big Farm, I think it's called, where you get 1/16 scale size stuff on there. I'll turn it on. It has raising lift arms, but the bucket is you have to control it. but the clam opens up quite a way. It'll lift a fair bit of weight. I have had a thing. I have had to put light soil in it. It goes down. The back arm works on it. It digs. It comes right up, goes right in. It also slides along the back frame as well. There's no legs or nothing work on it, but it has got a boom lock, which you can slide the boom up and it comes right out, so all you have is just the carriage on the back, so you can have it as just a loading shovel, but it's got a boom lock on there, so you lift. 2 seconds. Right, no, that way. Oh, come on, how do you do it? What way you do it now? It's been such a long while since I had this out. I'll pause it for a second and I'll come right back. Alright guys, sorry, I'm back. Trying to take that off. I got it off, but I ended up breaking one of the locks, locking bits on. But there you go. It happens. So basically, yeah, it's sitting on the back. So basically, all you do is you lift this bit up. And then the boom is quite, it's got no resistance in it, it'll just fall down straight away. But it does, it goes right out, it goes down to a fair depth. Dig down below its wheels. You've got a good range of boom movement. So I think I remember now why I had it clipped in, because the boom kept falling down. It's just a shame that I broke that bit, but I've still got to lock the other side. It's just that now it's like that. But, yeah, so this is going to be, I'm going to do a couple of videos of this, hopefully if it snows. If not, I shall just do a couple of videos of it in the it does go forward, it's a bit clicky. Steers not to a very good angle, but it'll do. It's because it's sitting on an angle. I do need to sort it out and have a little look at it, but yeah, so that's also a little review of the, I can't even remember where, I think I bought it, I can't remember if it was Toys R Us or Smith's toy stores. I can't remember now where I got it from. I've had it quite a while. Yeah, it's a Volvo BL71 remote controlled backhoe loader. So you've got two little things there, but I should just do the review of that and have this as a special, and it'll be a surprise for you guys. So anyway, right, I'm going to go. You'll have stop motions. You'll have stop motions over the weekend. So yeah, enjoy, guys. Don't forget to thumbs up, comment, and enjoy. Cheers. Take care. Bye.